What's up? It's day 35 now. So it's been exactly 5 weeks since I've started this channel. I'm gonna continue to refine my speech about habits. So habits is literally one of the most important thing when we want to be more productive or even trying to achieve any kind of goals. I'm not talking about goals that are easy or that's just for entertaining purpose. I'm talking about goals that it's kind of like a dreams goals that when people mentions they when someone mentioned it, people often laugh at them for such an absurd idea, or maybe it's certain kind of goals that is hard to achieve, such as being rich, having status, um, maybe inventing something new, getting some kind of world record, be a world champion athletic, those kind of goals. Why? Why do we really need to be aware of habit and its impact to be able to achieve these goals? The first thing is that, in my opinion, lots of people also have big dreams, big goals in their life. Being wealthy, being powerful, getting status. Lots of people aspired for that. But based on the status, there are less. I think based on the status that I have read, there are less. There are only around 24 million people are that have a status as a millionaire, and less than 4,000 people as a billionaire. So that's pretty sparse. I Of course, it's partly because of the limited resource in our world, but it's also because achieving those things are hard and the world is obviously unfair, right? I mean, the reason why I stated the stat about people that are actually wealthy, it's to show how rare wealthy people actually are in comparison to people who have big dreams or who have we have big dreams, right? Lots of people also have big dreams when they was a child, but as they grown up, they started to become more realistic and dreams, tone down their dream and aspiration. And I think it's kind of a sad thing, because having a big dream or having some kind of purpose that are inherently tied to it is a thing that really make life colorful. It really just gives us a sense of purpose, even though it can be stressful, but it still means that we have some kind of real motivations and real goals to achieve, to work hard and to better ourselves. That's really the thing that it's important about those things. I don't know why I was talking about habit, but I just changed the topic to goals and purpose and the impact of them instead. I don't know. I'm gonna try to be concise in the last 2 or 3 minutes of this video. Should try to clear up my pronunciation. The thing about habit is that it helped intensely on whoever trying to achieve our goals, because the process that we usually take any action is that we have a subconscious kind of actions and conscious kind of action. Conscious conscious actions are action that we think about intensely before, or maybe we have planned for, and we execute those action in our day. And as you see, those um as if you have observed how you actually act in your life, then I don't think that lots of our actions are cause other results of conscious action are categorized in conscious actions, or maybe they are the results of conscious thoughts. Most of them are subconscious action. That's like being impacted by other people opinions, by the rules society getting on us. But the most important thing is about habits. habits is a thing that we are used to because of the repeated action in the past. And the more we repeat this kind of action, higher the chance that we will, the higher the chance that we will maybe repeat the actions in the future, and it affects us subconsciously. And the thing is that habits that are formed, maybe those aren't aligned with our goal right now, because those are forced into us by other kind of people, or maybe they we do it subconsciously in the past when we are young, when we're not fully mature and are not yet serious. And so there are lots of because of that there are lots of habits that have negative results, that have negative impacts, and also for hinder from our progress toward our goals. So the ability to be aware of our habits and be able to change this is really important. It's obviously important. It's obviously vital for us to be able to observe uh, every kind of action that we do take. So maybe actions can be here in the thoughts we think, the words that we say, or obviously action. As you can see, I do aware of my pulse during my speech, and also the is a kind of awareness that we need to get to be able to change our habit. The last thing is just to change it. Changing habits are pretty complex, but it's simple as if you actually grasp the idea of that. It's basically just to remove all the cues that trigger our habits, because our habits need some kind of cues, some kind of similar thing for us to reactivate the to just resurface the thing that triggered our habits. So we gotta remove all of that. Maybe if for a really simple example, like if we use our phones too much and are distracted by social media apps on the phone, just place the phone. Maybe when I study, I place the phone at the back of the shelf and I don't turn back, so I didn't see it. Maybe even more extreme, just remove the phone outside of the room. That will help tremendously. And it's such just a small example to remove all the cues, getting something that make it focus about changing our habits. Maybe have some kind of posters on the wall, or maybe try to get some kind of reminder, sort of those sort of thing. And of course, the last thing is just our seriousness. We gotta be serious towards working toward our goal and changing toward our habits. A clear vision would also help, because some people are unknowingly affected by habit and they didn't know about that. Then at the end of the day, when they actually realize what they have done, they just feel too much guilt and regret, that they just blame themselves and maybe do some kind of self harm, self negativity that wouldn't really help in the future, because when they wake up in the tomorrow morning, they would reset to the default setting anyway. So it's really important to have the ability to detect habits that we don't want and to have the capability to change it. Yeah, that's it for video in day 35. I do record this video a bit early in the day, so I've already noticed that my capability to think and speak has kind of improved. Maybe I will try to film this kind of video early in the day, because it does help more than it's does it more in comparison to myself just to me just recording this kind of video when I'm already tired, because I don't have any kind of energy or motivation. No, not really motivation, but I don't really have that kind of energy and capability to think and speak for a long time at the end of the day anymore. For now, that's it for day 35.